How's everybody doing? It's your boy, Flipkicky here, your coach of the Philadelphia Flycons, and welcome to week 10 of HDL Season 3. Last week, we did it. We got the kill we got. And by the kill, that's all we got, because we then proceeded to get swept by a Jirachi. Just check it out in the top right. It was a rough one. It was a rough one either way. We are now on a 5-game losing streak. We are 3-6. I think we're 3-6. In 11th out of 13, I believe. So it's rough right now. The playoffs are looking bleaker and bleaker by the week. I basically have to win out to guarantee a spot. If I win 3 games, it'll be interesting, and 2 even more interesting. I have to win at least 2 of the next 4 games to give myself a shot to top cut. So that's the goal. This one is to, make it close, because we're playing Jeroen this week. And for those that know, my sensei, my man, my homie, always helping me out. And our games are always interesting. I mean, last season, both 2-0 losses, both of which I very, very much could have won. Unfortunate flinch week 7, and then the season 2 quarterfinals, man. A little bit of bad prep on my part. That was my game to win. I actually was playing very well at the beginning of that game, and then it started to all fall apart towards the end. Check that one out as well. Pretty refined video. That was my last video of season 2, but I've never beaten him. But he's 4-5 this season, drafting Mono Dark. He's doing better than us, and he drafted Mono Dark. Yeah, go us. Urshifu, Single Strike, Mandibuzz, Umbreon, Zarude, Guzzlord, Skuntank, Mega Sableye, Greninja, Only Protein, Crocodile, Houndoom, and Morgrem is his team. And yeah. Rillaboom and Beedrill are back after not coming last week. This week they seemed like a bit better brains. We're just going to start with this first. Now, when you're playing a Mono Dark team, the worst thing you can do is bring a Psychic type Mon. And that's what I'm doing. He wouldn't expect it. I have nothing to lose at this point. I've gotten swept 3 weeks in a row. I'm just trying to not get swept at this point. I have nothing to lose anymore. So I'm bringing Gothitelle. No one in their right mind would expect someone to bring a Gothitelle to this game. Now, I could have crafted a set. I was thinking about Mirror Coat Focus Sash Gothitelle, but Mirror Coat doesn't hit dark types. I was thinking some Torment set that could 1v1 Urshifu with Sash or something, and then it would cripple it, make him switch out, and I get to switch in onto something. That's just too risky. It doesn't work. Miracle Eye, funny. It could work. Let's Psychic Kick Dark. It's not going to work. Some people suggested Trick Rooms, just normal screens. And then what I decided to do is this. I'm going to bring it, and it's probably going to be able to do something. So I asked Jeroen to give me 4 numbers 1 through 80. He doesn't know why. I said, give me 4 numbers 1 through 80. And I used those numbers to pick the 4 moves in Gothitelle's moveset. And I ended up with Fake Tears, which just lowers Spidef by 2, which is not bad, because then I can hit them with a Grass Knot, which is not bad. Reflect to get physical screens up. That's probably all it's going to end up clicking. And Endure, if something's, Toxic from Florges or Wisps from Rotom, needs to take some chip or whatever. Endure, I guess, or if I need to get Rocky Helmet chip off. I don't know. But Endure. Yeah. That's the whole set. I named it Jeroen's Creation instead of Oprah, but it's just max HP, max speed. It's just kind of just there to get the Reflect off. That's the plan. And that's really all it's going to do. Then we're going to go to Assault Vest Rillaboom. We're going to do 2 defensive mons first, Rillaboom and Rotom. And maybe I should start running more defensive mons. Maybe that's where my flaws are. But Assault Vest Rillaboom, I was debating between Rillaboom and bringing Mudsdale. But the problem with bringing Mudsdale is Mudsdale has no way to reliably recover. It just brings Urshifu. Mudsdale can't do anything to an Urshifu. Urshifu just keeps hitting it. It just lets Greninja come in and click Ice Beam or a Strong Water move. Mudsdale also can get set up on by some of the things on his team. Rillaboom is an Assault Vest god. All right, Drain Punch, it can, you know, receive health back. It's going to heal in its own Grassy Surge. Grassy Glide is still going to do a very nice amount in Grassy Surge with that attack investment. That attack investment OHKO's a non-invested Crocodile. If his Crocodile is no defense or no HP investment, Grassy Glide just kills it, which is nice. Knockoff, just to knock items off. Again, he'll resist every knockoff I use, but it'll knock the items off. It'll be useful. U-turn for pivot just to get Rillaboom the fuck out if he doesn't need to be in there. I didn't put any speed on him. He's not a mon supposed to be killing things. He's a mon for chip, a mon to take hits, mon to get some healing back. That's really all he's there to do. Specs Florges. Did I say I'm trying interesting things now? I'm just trying to have fun and bring things, again, in this week that are unexpected, because he knows how I build. I would consider a lot of things I'm bringing this week unexpected. Catch him a little bit off guard, and that's the plan. Fizz Def investment in the floor, just max special tech, modest, just taking souls. Moonblast, again, on a mono dark team is going to hit everything at least neutrally. So just click Moonblast whenever I have the chance. But I also have Solar Beam, we'll get to that later. Energy Ball is also there for coverage, and it still has Toxic. Toxic on specs obviously still works. I just have to click it more than once. I might have to Toxic something rather than Moonblast it for a long con type of game. Toxic also doesn't let some of his mods set up. Again, Toxic might end up proving useful. I just needed a fourth move because Florges also gets Psychic, but obviously Psychic isn't useful at all against this team. Power Herb, Sky Attack, Hawlucha with Unburden. At the very worst, this is clicking Agility. I'm very much prepared to miss the Sky Attack. If I miss the Sky Attack, I'm calling it now. I'm missing the Sky Attack. If I don't, I will be pleasantly surprised. But at the very worst, I click Agility, because then I have Unburden. Then I have Unburden, no item Acrobatics. I have Swords Dance. I have Close Combat. I do whatever the fuck I want. It's very interesting. If he switches in to that Sky Attack, oh boy. That's a good time. Or maybe if it even crits, oh great. But this is Hawlucha. It's fast. It's going to hit hard. It's max attack adamant because I didn't need the Unburden for the speed. Because the Sky Attack's going to be getting off. As long as I'm not hitting this on, like, Greninja, I'm pretty sure. Let's check the speed on his mons. Unless I'm using this on Greninja, I outspeed everything on his team that's not a Scarfer. So I should be okay. We went over Gothitelle. Beedrill has 3 bug moves and agility. We're bringing Fellstinger back because he's fast enough. The Adamant is also... I needed Adamant because if I didn't have Adamant, there was a lot of calcs that Beedrill was losing. So I needed to make it Adamant so it had a reliable chance to OHKO some things or kill some things from like 70%. Because if I didn't have it, he wasn't doing it. And Beedrill is really the mon that needs to get a lot of kills this game. Speed is just maxed out. Put a little bit in Spidef. Like, it's just... that's just Beedrill. Then we got Rotom. Max defense, max HP Rotom with Will-O-Wisp. Again, we need that, especially for Urshifu. Wisping Urshifu is a very important thing that we need to do on this Rotom. But the thing is, I can't Wisp him. Now, if I Wisp him, I forget if Wicked Blow goes through Burn. Let's check that right now. Urshifu. I mean, I'm just going to go with Choice Scarf, Wicked Blow. Does do the same damage if he is burnt. No, it still does half. So I'm gonna run. I might as well run the calc on Rotom right now. If it's like OU pivot, it's like max defense. I am max defense. Let's just say I'm bold. A burnt Wicked Blow or a healthy Wicked Blow, max attack adamant does 48 to 57, and then if he's burnt, it won't kill me. I think even if he's banded, does that work if he's banded? If he's banded, that's great. I mean, banded Wicked Blow, the 73 to 86. So no, because then if I burnt him, it does 36 to 43. So I have to Pain Split on the turn that he Wicked Blows me. And then... yeah, I have to Pain Split on the turn that he Wicked Blows me the first time. And then... he takes and then there's a chance he dies to overheat the turn after when I live the second Wicked Blow. So that's if he's not banded as well. So banded Urshifu would be a problem. Banded Urshifu gets kind of checked by Rillaboom. Banded Urshifu also just dies in one hit to Florges. Banded Urshifu, I think, kills... hold on. Iron Head. I definitely calced for this. I didn't import the... no, that's from last week. Florges. It's not max HP, max defense. It's just got 176 defense. Oh, that's if I'm bold. Let's say I'm adamant. Yeah, the Ironhead max attack. Oh, let's see if he's burned. Okay, yeah, he kills me. That's a problem. Like, you have max attack, adamant Urshifu, Oko's me with Ironhead. If he's Jolly, it's a 75% roll. I need the speed. It's just, I need the speed and I need the damage. You know what? I'm going to change this. We're going to do some live calcing right now. I'm going to cut this part out. All right, I'm back. All I had to do was make it bold. Making it bold makes it now a 25% chance to Oko me instead of 75. I'd rather take those odds. I don't want to sacrifice speed because I need that speed to outcreep certain things, and I need as much special attack as I can get still on this because this is one of my offensive mons. So, yeah, because, I mean, these three are going to be doing the main damage. This is there just to get screens up once. These two are pivoting, defensiving around. That's really it. I mean, I hope I'm able to, you know, kill things, but let's just try and make this game close. Winning would be nice, but at the very least, let's just make it close. So, without further ado, let's get into the battle. Alright, we are here. I messed my genders up, but I should be okay. No Mandibuzz and no Umbreon are the two things I like here. Umbreon is a key baton passer, which makes me feel a little bit happy. But other than that, this is about what I expected. Greninja, Urshifu, Sableye, and Crook, at the very least, is what I expected. Houndoom here is making me a little bit afraid for Rotom Sun, but we're going to assess what does what here. Greninja with Ice Beam is scary. So, Gothitelle obviously is a really weird pick, but his team is looking, I mean, Urshifu and Crook are a little scary physically, so the Reflect might be an interesting way to go here. What I'm also feeling is maybe a Florges lead, because I could see him leading like Greninja or Urshifu potentially, but I think Florges lead to just kill something turn one with a Moonblast is very interesting. Or Beedrill as well. Beedrill in on something could also be interesting. I don't know if it would die to certain things. I could also see Rillaboom lead being mildly useful. But his team can't deal with the Florges. So I'm going to lead Florges here. He leads Crook. I lead Florges. He ran Intimidate Crook, which makes me sad that I didn't run special fucking I didn't run competitive fucking Gothitelle. But I have Florges in on a Crocodile. Moonblast kills this thing confidently. Like, very confidently. I don't know what he's going to do. Or I don't know what he can have. I mean, EQ could do a lot. But it's kind of just like, is he going to EQ me right now? I mean, if this is like Bandit EQ, I live because I'm defensive. So, I think I can just throw in Moonblast right now and see what happens. Did that crit matter? Did the crit matter? The crit mattered. Yeah, it mattered. And that is my... Did someone say Wade Luck? Did I hear a Wade Luck in the chat, perhaps? I mean, I can bring in Rillaboom. Like, Rillaboom obviously threatens this out. Something's going to come in and probably get knocked off. But he's maybe banded into Iron Tail. I don't know. That's really bad, though. Like, Specs Floor, that's really fucking bad. That's one of my main offensive mons dead. Instantly. Do I knock off here or just go for damage? I think the better idea is just to go for damage with the Grassy Glide. Even if he goes into Scun Tank here, I will outspeed be able to U-turn out. So Grassy Glide, super effective Rindo.
Bruh.
Counter. That's just... What the fuck? What the fuck? Lives it with the Rindo. Now... Will Drain Punch do enough? I don't know if it's going to do enough. Because Grassy Glide, if it had Rindo, did... $49 to $58 if he had no defenses. So he has some defenses. So am I trading like 2 mons for this? I mean, what is he... I mean, he just clicks counter again, doesn't he? I think he just clicks counter again. This brings him... Is this potential Fellstinger range? This is Fellstinger range. So what I'm going to do... The play here is to U-turn into the B, I think. I could also get a Drain Punch off, but Drain Punch does not kill this. And if he stays in and clicks counter, this Crook has taken out 2 of my mons. But that's Beedrill Revenge Kill territory. So, I think the better play here is U-turning. Rillaboom can outspeed things later on, I think, and get... Rillaboom actually doesn't have much to outspeed here. Now, if I click Grassy Glide again, he's dead, right? He doesn't have anything to out-priority me. If I click Grassy Glide, he's dead. He could have Sucker. It's either U-turn, predicting a counter, or just Grassy Glide again. Now I'm going to Grassy Glide again. It's going to kill. I get the crit that doesn't matter, and the Crook is dead. Greninja probably comes in for a Revenge Kill, or an Urshifu. Scun Tank is mildly surprising to come in. Can't say that's the thing I was expecting. Huh. Let's see if I can pull this back a little bit. This might be like an Acid Spray or something. The play here is the U-turn, but into what? Gothitelle doesn't do anything for me here. This could be like a Hawlucha situation here. So I'm going to see how much Hawlucha can do to Scun Tank. The Sky Attack will do a considerable amount, but I don't know if I want to do that this early. I don't have much for this, to be honest, but Rillaboom is definitely not the thing for this. So, Rillaboom U-turn to 24%, which seems a little right. It has mild investment in defenses. Maybe a little bit HP bulk. This could very much be a... I mean, this might actually be in Sky Attack range now. So I'm going to go Hawlucha. Poison Jab. Okay. It has lefties. It's up to 82% now. So I like this here. I like Sky Attack here. Now, if he clicks Poison Jab again, lefties will put him up to like 90. I like Sky Attack here, frankly. Let's do it. Power Herb. I hit it! Oh, it did not do anything. No fucking way. Bro. The poison? Oh, the crit turn 1 and then the poison. However, this is in Fellstinger range. This is in Fellstinger range. Okay? This is in Fellstinger range. He's either going to stay in or switch, right? I don't know if revealing Fellstinger here is the proper move, but I feel like the value I can potentially get off of this is so unbelievably good that I think he feels bad and he's also going to stay in. So I'm gonna click Fellslinger. Yes. Ha 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 ha! Ha ha! So, we're in a bit of a situation here. This is Scarf Urshifu. This screams, hello, I am a Scarf Urshifu. So, hello, Mr. Scarf Urshifu. Hello, Mr. Scarf Urshifu. I just lose to this, actually. Because Scarf Urshifu Wicked Blow just kills this. I should have clicked Agility before I did that. Because if I clicked Agility, I don't think this Oko's Urshifu. But... This is rough. Because... this is rough. Because what I think I have to do is go and sack Gothitelle right now. Bring in Rillaboom. Hit it with Grassy Glide. And then Rotom comes in to finish it. Which is like... That's the problem. He has no reason here to not click Wicked Blow. At all. What does Wicked Blow do to Rotom? Urshifu is 100% Choice Scarfed. 100% Choice Scarfed. What does Rotom do? What does Rotom take? Potentially enough? Potentially enough. But then it just dies the next turn. So it needs to get in for free. So I have to go sack Gothitelle right now. It's Scarfed, and that's a Wicked Blow. And it, yeah. So now what I have to do is Pain Split on this Wicked Blow hit. I live the next one and then dies to Overheat the turn after. That's what I have to do. I could also permanently cripple it with Will-O-Wisp, but this is when I need to kill the Urshifu. Oh. So this thing is just in. Interesting. This thing now just runs through the rest of my team, which is a little upsetting. What does Beedrill do to a Houndoom? I mean, there's nothing I can do now, I don't think. I mean, Beedrill does kill the Houndoom, but there isn't much I can do about it. Like, Rillaboom has to get in somehow. And Rillaboom doesn't outspeed this. And I don't want to give this thing a free turn. Right? Now, the big dick play here is to bring in Beedrill. Now, I have no way to beat Scarf Urshifu unless I'm able to keep hitting it with Grassy Glide. So the problem is this guy has no reason... Oh, he shouldn't be clicking a fire move this turn. I don't see any reason for him to click a fire move this turn unless he's predicting me. So this is a very deep 50-50 here. Is he predicting me to switch? Or is he going to set up right now? A hard, big dick switch to Beedrill right now is literally my only way I can win. Because if I stay in and click Overheat and he sets up a nasty plot, I lose. I don't have any way to kill this thing. And then he can just predict I'm going to switch the turn after. If I'm going to switch, now is the time. Because I don't have anything for this. So let's do it. Dark Pulse. And I eat it. It's Life Orb. Now the question is, does U-turn kill? Yes. Unless this thing's defensive, U-turn kills. So, if he's going to switch, I get the U-turn off. If he doesn't switch... Now the second question is, do I click Agility? Now, an Urshifu, after a U-turn, might die to a Grassy Glide. But this thing dies a U-turn regardless. Now here's the better question. Do I click U-turn or do I click agility? Does he switch, knowing he's going to die? Does he switch into Urshifu? And then Urshifu, I don't think Urshifu dies right now. So U-turn is 100% the smarter play. I have killed 3 Mons now, which is fantastic. And nothing he has right now can deal with Rotom. So Rotom has to come back in. Because if Rillaboom came back in, he just brings in Urshifu to outspeed it with a Scarf. Now, Greninja's another bit of a tricky beast here. I have to hope I live whatever he hits me with and click Pain Split. That's kind of what I have to go with here. Or think he's not going to click a water move. I mean, he's going to click a water move. This is probably Hydro Pump. I don't live it with Rillaboom. So, or this is also Scarf Greninja. I think my move here is to Pain Split again, so it can put it in Grassy Glide range. Hydro Pump, Okos. Rotom kind of had to get its Battle Bond, which is also fun. So, Rillaboom comes back in. This is a painfully obvious Grassy Glide. Like, I'm Grassy Gliding this turn. But now the question is, do I Drain Punch? If he stays in... Alright. If he stays in, it doesn't die. Grassy Glide could just win me the game, actually. It's sashed! Oh, shit! Well, it was sashed. Nothing I can really do. Scarf Urshifu just comes in after this. And I just lose. Or I just lose 3-0. Like that. Wow. That's just the hacks there. GG. I honestly did the best I could. I think I did, frankly, the best I could out of that. Those hacks were brutal. Those hacks were frankly brutal. But I'm going to call them. I think I did the best I possibly could there.
Yeah, you got screwed over by hacks. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, those two were bad. Honestly, I'm not mad at how I played. It's honestly just, now it's literally hacks. This is legitimately the Wade Luck game that fortifies it all. For the fact that I was able to make it that close,
didn't do it.
I had a few win cons there. Like, I had a shot, but there wasn't much I could do. What did you click? Oh, you clicked Ice Beam on Rillaboom, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was debating Drain Punching there, but again, you would have killed me either way, even if I did Drain Punch. So, no, maybe I would have lived.
No,
I was Assault Vest Rillaboom. I might have lived.
But you wouldn't have outspat.
Oh, I wouldn't have Oh, yeah, okay. I was like, wait, Grassy Glide's my only option here. So, yeah, it really was. I was kind of predicting a switch. I mean, that ballsy Beedrill switch was my only way I was winning.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm like, he doesn't click a fire move on the Rotom, but he could if he's predicting me to switch in. However, this is my only shot at getting any other momentum in this game. I have to. If I clicked Agility on Beedrill instead of just killing the Skuntank, I might have been in business. I don't think I Oko Urshifu, though. Oh, I know, I was at +3 if I killed it. Or would you click on Skuntank that turn?
I actually wanted to talk about the Skuntank for a moment, because you actually locked out there.
How so?
Because I was Costa Berry and I was in 26%, and I was clicking Explosion.
Oh. So, I had a lot of interesting sets. Like, Florges, that wasn't banded. Was that banded, Crook?
No, it was a very defensive Crook.
Oh, it was very defensive. Okay, yeah, that Iron Tail 100% mattered, even though my Florges was defensive. It 100% mattered.
Yeah, 100%.
It 100% mattered, because I just clicked Moonblast that turn. That was Specs Florges. That Crook was dead.
My whole strategy was for facing you. You had an actual really hard team for me. Like, I could not take on your full team.
Yeah. And
at least not easily. So
and
I
of
wanted
course,
to make it 6 1v1s that I could just jank out.
yeah, I could tell you were taking a lot of 1v1s and not switching. So I was like, I kind of just have to. But I don't think Did I make any misplays that game at all?
No, hacks were the thing that screwed you over the most.
Like,
I'm not even gonna lie.
like
I tried to make this battle as fun for you as I could.
Yeah.
I didn't even bring or even consider like setup because I knew like I wanted to have one more fun match before the season ends.
Yeah. I saw no Umbreon. I was like, he's a gentleman. I saw no Umbreon and no Mandibuzz. I'm like, this man is a gentleman. Because I brought some fun stuff. Like, I literally brought Gothitelle against the Mono Dark team.
Yeah, I saw Gothitelle and I was like, that thing has some form of Dazzling Gleam and I respect it.
It did not.
It did not?
It did not. The original plan for Gothitelle was Sash Miracoat, and then I remembered Miracoat doesn't work against Darkmons. So I'm like, okay, what else can I do? Some people were like Trick Room. I considered Miracle Eye for like 5 seconds. And then I'm like, that's such an elaborate setup that there was no point. Because you could just hit it with a Dark Pulse and it would die. So it was Rocky Helmet. The random numbers I asked you for were for Gothitelle's moveset. Alright?
Oh.
Gothitelle had around 80 moves in its moveset. A bunch of them were completely unviable, so I was just moving around. So Gothitelle's final moveset ended up being Fake Tears, Reflect, Grass Knot, and Endure, which is, in all honesty, not horrible.
I actually really respect that one.
So I was like, I'm just going to bring Gothitelle. He's not going to expect it. The goal this week was to bring the unexpected. Like, there is no way in your right mind you would expect me to bring a Gothitelle against you.
I didn't even consider it. Like,
yeah.
I respect the play.
So I'm like, I'm going to bring it because he's not going to know what the fuck to do for it, but I can't make a set for it. And to be honest, if I make a random ass set, it might actually do something. At the very least, I was hoping it would click Reflect. There I had to sack it to get Rotom in. That was literally the only option I had. So I'm like, okay, that's sad. Florges with Specs. That Crook was dead turn 1. Like, I needed Specs Florges was a very crucial offensive mon for me. And it died turn 1 to a crit Iron Tail. It had Solar Beam because Rotom also had Sunny Day on it. And that was max defense, max HP, bold Rotom. Rotom could 1v1 Urshifu if you didn't switch. Because if I Pain Split on the turn you Wicked Blow me, you are then in overheat range the turn after, and I don't die to the subsequent Wicked Blow.
Fun fact, Crocodile was essentially my lead 1v1 mon. Like, hold on, let me close my window for a second because people don't know how to drive softly or something, I don't know.
Understandable. But like Beedrill, I even if I did, if I clicked Agility, oh no, you clicked Explosion that turn on Skuntank anyway. So if I clicked Agility, Beedrill was dead. Yeah. So you said you clicked Explosion on Skuntank the turn it died?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I clicked Agility, Beedrill died anyway, and then it wouldn't have worked. So Fellstinger was honestly the play. I'm like, this is a team full of Dark types, and I can just get a Fellstinger boost and outspeed most of his team except the Scarf Urshifu and some variants of Greninja. So, and I needed Adamant, so Fellstinger could do over like 50% on some mons.
Like, Urshifu was like Scarf just so I could pressure out any
Beedrill.
form of Beedrill, and even if you would U-turn or switch every time, it would eventually come down to a 1v1 between Scarf Urshifu and
that's what happened. I mean, I saw it coming. I'm like, the only way I'm going to be able to kill this Urshifu is if I get a Grassy Glide on it, and then Rotom comes back in and clicks Overheat, and it dies. I'm like, that's the only way I'm going to kill this thing. At that point, it turned into, how can I make this game close? Hawlucha was obviously Power Herb Sky Attack. I was expecting to miss the Sky Attack, but I hit it.
I was expecting, actually, that it was Grassy Seed.
No. Because I didn't want it, because the hits it was going to be taking, I'm like, I don't know. And then you were a very big proponent of Power Up Sky Attack. You love this set. I'm like, this is the week I bring it. I'm bringing it against him. He won't expect me to just throw out the Power Up Sky Attack randomly. It did good damage to everything. Everything died to an Acrobatics the turn after. So I'm like, shit, let me just go for it. It did way less than I was expecting on that Skuntank.
It was max HP.
Okay.
Skuntank is bulky.
From the hit it took, I'm like, this has some sort of bulk invested in defense, but it was such a low percentage that I couldn't tell how much it was. Because it did 27% when it was supposed to do like a max of, or it did 24 and it was supposed to do a max of like 27. So I'm like, I don't know how much this is actually supposed to do. So I'm like, it looks like Sky Attack could OHKO it from here. Let me just do it. I'm like, it's not going to kill me in one hit. It's a stun tank. It doesn't have anything for this. So if it hits me, it's fine. And then the poison jab poison. Because I clicked acrobatics on it the turn after. I'm like, fuck it. Like, I have no reason not to. I thought you were going to throw out a more powerful move. And then the poison happened. And I'm like, wait, please tell me grassy terrain comes before the poison damage. Please tell me grassy terrain comes before the poison damage. And it doesn't.
But it didn't matter because... What is it? Grassy terrain doesn't heal Lucha.
Oh, shit. Yeah, it doesn't. That's so unfortunate. Like, those two were just so unfortunate. Those were two major offensive mons on my team that I needed there. And they both died to hacks.
I genuinely felt so bad because I was like, I want to make this fun for Wade. I genuinely want to make this fun for Wade.
I'm not mad because I still was able to bring it to a 3-0. And I feel like I genuinely played well despite the hacks.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I feel like I literally did the best to my ability. Because Gothitelle, having to sack Gothitelle was necessary. Bringing Rotom in when I did was necessary on Urshifu. I literally did everything I could possibly do. Like, Rotom didn't even have Volt Switch. It was Sunny Day, Will-O-Wisp, Pain Split, and Overheat. Like, that's all it was.
Like, the beginning was especially unfortunate because Brook was essentially made to just come in and 1v1 something down because I didn't know what to do with Crook. That was the whole issue with Crook. But if I could just... If it could take down one Mon, just any Mon, it would be a 5v5, and the 5v5 is far better for me than for you.
Yeah, it almost took out 2.
Yeah, because it was essentially for, like, either a Rilla lead, a Rotom lead, or a Beedrill lead.
Yeah.
Because none of them could kill me.
I felt...
Facade,
yeah.
well, the moves that was Facade, Counter, Iron Tail, and Stealth Rock.
I felt Beedrill lead would have been far too obvious, so I didn't lead Beedrill. I mean, if that Iron Tail didn't crit the Florges, you died a Moonblast. It was dead. So, it's like, But then, what comes in after that? You probably bring in Urshifu after that, because it's Scarf, right?
Well, if the Iron Tail did more than half, probably Skunk.
It would have. It would have. It would have done like 70-something to 80.
Yeah, I would have brought in Skunk Tank.
And then I would have probably... I don't know what I would have gone into after that. Maybe Rotom.
Yeah, if you've gone into, what is it, Beedrill, then I actually could have clicked Sucker Punch.
Yep. I was afraid Crook also had Sucker on it.
Crook doesn't get Sucker.
It doesn't? I always assume physical dark types get Sucker Punch like a normal person, and they don't.
Yeah.
I still...
Honestly, one of my special dark types actually gets Sucker, but Crook doesn't.
What was Sableye? I never got to see the Sableye.
Okay, so the Sableye set was my final resort to your very offensive team. Okay, so it was max HP. I'm also gonna say sorry for the set because this was my final counter to Hawlucha.
It's okay.
It was max HP, max defense, relaxed nature with Nightshade, Encore, Recover, and Metal Burst.
Oh my god.
Like, if you click the fighting type move or you set up, and I would have switched into Sableye on that turn, I would have just Encored and just Nightshade.
Yep. I would have been like, you know what? Fair enough. Because it looked like all the mons were just 1v1 mons. Basically.
Yeah.
Which is respectable.
It was 1v1, but also, like, I could actually switch into them to win the 1v1. Like, Skunk Tank, I could switch in on, like, a very physical defensive Florges, win the 1v1, have Custom Berry active, and then explode on the next one.
Because that's how I saw Florges. I'm like, Florges is key offensively, but it's like, it's not going to be my main mon doing the kills, right? So I'm like, if I just, like, he has nothing to switch into a Specs Florges Moonblast, because he's a mono dark team. So leading Florges does like 70% to anything on this team, guaranteed turn 1, because it lives everything. Everything except a crit Iron Tail. So...
like, for the monsters, actually could have won the 1v1. Perhaps Greninja because it had a focus session gong shot.
Yeah. I mean, I was 176 defense bold, so it had a bit of defensive investment.
Calculated for max HP, max defense, bolt.
Was it? Would it OCO?
No, it didn't. It was like a 50.
Okay.
Houndoom would have won. Not because of offensive reasons, mind you. Just because Destiny Bolt exists.
That too. I mean, Florges also had Energy Ball. And Florges also had Energy Ball and Toxic anyway on it. I'm like, I'm still putting Toxic on it because I might need to just click Toxic rather than Moonblast in a situation.
And you can also fake it out that it's actually just not.
That was a plan originally, but I'm like, literally, this team, I'm like, if you brought something like even Morgrim, if I saw Morgrim, I probably wouldn't have led Florges.
Also, I was also a bit afraid of Calm Mind at first, but then I was like, wait, I can outspeed with most of my mons.
Yeah, that's the problem with Florges. Like, setup wouldn't make any sense. That was gothitelle as well. Setup didn't really make too much sense on it because you could just take advantage of it. Miracle Eye as well.
Yeah, in certain aspects, it was a bit tougher but for you as well, especially with speed tiering.
Yeah.
Which is ironic, because the fastest mon that scared me the most outsped me, and the thing you wanted for offense actually outsped you.
Yeah. Hey, Vitro got some kills. Let's go. Vitro killed things. Yay. Yeah, I feel like my playoff hopes are officially dashed now. I'm not 100.
Next season, my dude.
I know. I'm not. I think I still have a shot if I win out, and certain people lose because I can go 6 and 7 if I win out now. Which is I think still good enough for at least 8th. But yeah, I didn't get swept. That's all I care about. My goal in the team builder was to make the game entertaining and close. And it would have been closer, not for the hacks. However, I think, the best I possibly could have done.
I just hope that it was more fun than any other game for the last 4 weeks.
It was. Don't worry, it was. It's definitely a little bit more enjoyable. I'm going to go, though. Thank you for everything, my sensei. You best me yet again. But
next season we'll have the rematch.
Maybe the 5th time is the charm. We will see.
That's true.
All right.
See you later, my dude.
See ya. Love Jeroen. At this point, that just sums it up. That just sums the season up right there. Like, Wade Luck is real, mind you. The poison killing Hawlucha was painful because something dies to acrobatics. He might have even switched out. I could have gotten the Swords Dance soft start to sweep. Who knows? Floor just dying to a turn 1 crit Iron Tail. Wow. Like, you just can't make it up. So, I feel like our playoff hopes are basically, we need a miracle to make the playoffs now. But I feel like this game was obviously a little bit more entertaining than how the last 3 weeks have gone. So that's what I'm enjoying. But it just be like that sometimes, I guess. Stay tuned for week 11. We'll just try and make the games as entertaining as we possibly can as the season closes out. I'll see you then. Peace.